Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus, and it is fucking cold as all get out there. I'm literally sitting here in my pajamas and a big robe and like slipper socks. Do you know those like kind of thick woolly kind of socks that you wear like going around out in the house? And slippers on, and I'm like, it is cold as hell. Like, the heating was on, like, almost all night, and I've had it on all day as well. It is freaking cold. Your name's Radisa? Like, Lisa? Oh, splendid, you came along at a good time. I'm looking for a pickling stone. Needs to be the right size to fit atop one of my nice... Oh, a pickle pot. Oh my god. Enough to put a nice firm pressure on the pickles when they're fermenting. Oh, it's hard to lift such a thing. The best thing would be is if it could lift itself up. No sooner have we decided, like, that we want to maybe use Geodude in our team that she's like, gimme that. Gimme that thing. Could you catch one? Yeah. Can I not just like, give her the one I have right here? Where is she gone now? She just disappeared. Where is she? Maybe I should, like, activate the... Where am I? Missions and requests. Requests. Mushroom cake. Oh, I need to get a mushroom. The completed entry for Cricketot. The great and lovable Peridot is what... I don't know what's wrong with me all of a sudden. I've just gone crazy. I need to turn on guidance. I need guidance here to try and find her. Then don't worry. We'll go and see Chadaman. I'm just trying to savor the building sexual tension before we set eyes on him once more. I'm like, it's so cold that my head is addled every time I like every time I record and it's cold like this, I'm instantly transported back to like the Pokemon Yellow LP. Hello. Are you here to give me a Geodude? Yeah. I can give this one. He's like, you just decided, or she's like, you just decided to use me in the team, and now I'm just getting cast aside. We'll give you this one. Would you look at that? It really does look like a rock. It's really starting to look like a car. Geodude has found its true purpose in life. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm instantly transported back to the Pokemon Yellow LP, and bingo, the card key opened the door. Like, it just automatically, like, I think of that. Now, did we not complete this Pokedex entry, I thought? How do I access the Pokedex? You guys heard of the Pokerap? I don't think that... Yes, we did. Okay, we complete... Did we complete it? I don't know if we did. Research level 5. No, it has to be 10 for it to be completed, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, well... Sorry, but we haven't heard of the Pokerap yet. Isn't that what they say? Is it, you kids heard of the Pokerap? Did you ever... It's like, did you ever hear of the Loch Ness Monster? Anyway, I remember... I'll never forget that day recording the Silph and, like... It felt like it was the longest 3 hours of my life. It felt like it was 3 hours. I don't think it was, but it felt that long. Because it was so freaking cold, and I just remember at one point, like, there's a certain point where my commentary just turned into me saying, bingo, the card key opened the door, because I couldn't, like, muster the strength to say anything else. Anyway, here we are with Virgin Irida and Chadaman. Chadaman, I don't know, like, it's too much. It's too much. What do you intend to do about that Cleavorb, Kamado? He may be descended from a warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Chadaman. I don't know what his voice was before. I don't know what any of these motherfuckers' voices were before, because it's been like a month since I was able to record this, as I'm sure I will get into when we get into the like the shooting the breeze element of this Let's Play. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Cleaver is a precious lord of the Pearl Clan. Fuck the Pearl Clan. That's the point. We can't intervene directly. We're a lord of the Pearl Clan's concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats. You two were just like you were like the thumbnail of a Judge Judy video outside in front of the headquarters just like 5 minutes ago. I've been watching like these Judge Judy videos like religiously every day on YouTube as soon as they're released, and the thumbnail is always like two people, with two funny facial expressions on their faces, and sometimes Judge Judy in the middle looking exasperated. That's just the formula. The Judge Judy secret formula. Seems like the Krabby Judy secret formula. Looks like Virgin Irida's shitty clan can't even take care of its own Pokemon. I don't know. This is gonna end up on Judge Judy, and the video will have some title like something like Did Pearl Clan's dog ruin garden or something like that? I don't believe I said that. Thought it maybe. Don't you call Chadaman a fool. We don't even know what drove Lord Cleaver into a violent frenzy. You should invite that other bitch, Akira. No, not Akira. What's her name? Arika? Akari, to join your clan. Also, the amount of time that Chadaman just spends, like, face palming in this game is just a delight. It's just like, apply your hand to your face and you will feel better, much better. Irida is like, take the lesbians, put them in a big fence, they can't reproduce, and then Chadaman is like, I'm just going to put my palm on my face, I'm going to apply my palm to my face, and I will feel better, much better. Ah, I hear from Ma you've earned Weird Ear's favor. I can't say anything in this game. I can't even say the title right. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Chadaman, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful. Just call, I was just gonna say, just call me Daddy. Because that picture of, like, that image of, like, Patrick Star, like, with the, all of a sudden it cuts back to him with, like, hairy armpits and a tattoo or something. I think that's, like, what it looks like. I'm wondering if that's, like, my brain inventing that. If my brain is inventing something like that. Patrick, just call me Daddy. A very dangerous thing to Google. Yeah, he does have hairy armpits. No tattoo, though. But, like, a gut. But okay, anyway. It's alright, we're just ignoring Irida here as usual, like she deserves. She does not know how to dress herself. Those shoes, those like weird like water wings she has on her wrists. Which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? I have a oh my god, a proposition from Kamado. Where's Conan when you need him? Why not send this one to study Cleavor before deciding what must be done? Like, compare the way, like, Irida dresses to the way Chadaman dresses. Like, the fashion is just, like, Chadaman is, like, they're, like, the before and after of The Devil Wears Prada, like, the before and after of Stanley Tucci making Anne Hathaway, like, dress properly. That's what they're like. Says the leader with almost no experience. The side-eye. He has way better facial expressions. Like, he just, like, has this disdainful look. The face palm look. The, like, cheeky smile look. Irida just has, like, resting bitch face, active bitch face. Every type of bitch face. Oh my god. Oh, Chadaman's gonna give me a chance. Chadaman. I'm sold, Commander. Let's try this your way. I'll get to see how good you galaxy folk really are with all your with your weird ways, your weird ear, putting Pokemon in strange balls and what have you. That whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. Blah blah blah. Yakety schmackety. It was like a Eustace bag, blah blah blah. Anytime I say blah 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 in any of these Let's Play videos, I'm not sure if like I say it all the time, but I always think of like Eustace bag, which always sounds like useless bag. I don't know where all this like stream of consciousness is coming from all of a sudden. It's like all this pent up energy from not recording for so long. It's just like, it's like finally someone let me out of my cage is what it is. Remember who you are. For those of you who remember that anecdote about the weird Mufasa pond or Simba pond or whatever. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard, work yourself to the very bone. Speaking of bone, the frenzy of the Lord of the Woods. Speaking of bone, Adaman's talking. Well, that's settled, and there's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods Cleaver is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've yet encountered can compare to his strength. Be warned. Whatever, Irida. Go talk to Akari or whatever. Keep her off my tail. The Galaxy Expedition Team has come to the Eastern Range region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything that threaten our relationships with the Diamond and Pearl clans, understand? Ooh, Celine. What was like, my aunt sent me like a screenshot of a headline she saw online. This is such like dude, just trust me territory. It's like my aunt sent me a screenshot of a headline she saw online. That was like, it was actually made me kind of sad because the headline was like, Celine Dion has like rare motor disease that turns people into human statues. That's like literally the way that the thing worded it. Like it worded it in that exact way, like, oh, it turns people into human statues. And I was like, on the one hand, like, that's so like fucking tragic, but on the other hand, it's like, why would you like word it like that makes it sound like funny, like a joke, you know? Bothersome Bidoof. Seems a band of bothersome Bidoof keeps sneaking into the bo. Talk to Smoogie. Smoogie. You're a big fat smoo. I need to watch more of that dinosaurs show on Disney Plus. We have spotted Drifloon abducting the local children. Speak with her and get to the bottom of this. Yeah, whatever. Zubat's eyes. Zubat's eyes, funnily enough, seen as regularly as Brock's eyes, who also had a Zubat. The, nothing here to interest us. What was I talking about again? Oh, Smoo. Like, that was like one of my favorite shows when I was a child, and I remember that like episode, that Smoo episode where Smoo is the generic like bad word, like Smoo. You're a big fat smoo. He says it to the boss. The baby just goes to the boss, you're a big fat smoo. And like, I was so happy when that dinosaur show came on Disney Plus. I was like, oh, I need to watch this. And then I watched like 2 episodes and then life got in the way. Like, to paraphrase Jeff Goldblum. Is that... Oh, here's Professor Laventon. Speaking of useless bags. So, Haruto, I understand you've been requested to find a cause of Cleaver's friendly state. It was like Winnie the Pooh. But as you're aware by now, Cleaver is a mighty thing, nigh invincible even. It's like a weird Winnie the Pooh. I told you he's like in the top 3 of impossible impressions together with like Jack Nicholson.
The server security core tried throwing Pokeballs at Cleavor when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. Oh bother. It seems he's a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of the battle once they're riled.
Did I tell you about that video of the guy doing the impression of Winnie the Pooh, where I think his whole life, like this peculiar person, I think his whole life revolves around, like, Winnie the Pooh kind of thing? I can't remember whether I did or not. Anyway, Celine's talking, so everyone shut up and listen. This mission will put you into extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? Of course! It doesn't matter who we are. All that matters is our plan. Then let's go over the particulars. I'm going crazy. Like, what the hell is was wrong with me today? I'm like a giddy goat. I'm just a giddy goat. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the Nobles' Seats.
So perhaps a good starting point for
us research. I can't. This is as bad as that Batman, the Dark Knight Bane video where the guys are just laughing in the middle of doing the impression. The reason I'm laughing is because every time I hear that voice, I just hear the word piglet in my head. Like at the end of every sentence, it's like he should be saying piglet, like piglet. Oh my god, wait a second, I have to compose myself. These two darlings of the Diamond Clan are on screen. Ugh, they deserve to be treated with respect. Listen, that rift in the space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. Not that fraud the Pearl Clan are always talking about. So if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you travelled through time by Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it. You must have been just swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favour to ask of you, oh amazing time traveller. He's grooming me. I feel like I'm being groomed. Don't just study Cleavor, quell its frenzy. He's like he's telling me to kill it. It's like when Palpatine is like, kill it. He's like, that's what he's trying to get me to do. He's just like, kill it, kill it. Kill the Pearl Clan's favourite pet thing, whatever it is.
Well, you certainly got us at a good time, Piglet. We're discussing our next steps with regard to this whole Cleavor situation.
What's up with this? No, it's just wrong. Oh, you must be that old pervert I've heard so much about. Share some knowledge with me sometime. Yes, elaborate, Chadaman, elaborate. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Cleavor. Damn the Albed. That's pretty much what this is. It's like each side is just like, damn the Albed. It's hard for them to come out right out and ask these of the Galaxy team for help. The truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. There's Facepalm Chadaman again. It's a reaction. I should make an emote of that. Do I already have Tails Palm? Da da da, Tails Palm, ba da da, Tails Palm. No, there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan. We've all got to share Hisui, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. See, Chadaman is a diplomat. A man of peace. A magnanimous man of peace. But there are many capable of standing up to such a powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we've got. You'll find Cleavor at the Grand Tree Arena. His warden is a boy named Leanne. A brilliant child, but also a bit well. Sometimes brilliance can be blinding. Yeah, there's, what's that Amy Mann song? I can't, Living a Lie. There's like this one line in it that's so good. That's like, it's something like, there's nothing worse than a child's genius way past its prime, or something like, way past his prime. It's so good. We'll tell you all about his beloved Cleavor, whether you wish him, or he'll tell you, sorry. We'll be counting on you. See you later. I hope so. Anyway, can we finally hit the road here? Rather than hanging around with Winnie the Pooh. And now she's talking. Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too. We certainly left one Pookie when he finished talking. I suppose he really values his time. Chadaman and I weren't wrong, you know. If you're to study and perhaps even quell Cleavor, you best start by visiting his abode, Piglet. Don't call me Piglet, you pervert. Oh my god, no, stop. I'm getting out of here. Get me away from these people. All I want to do is go home. I just want to get back to the... Oh my god, who's talking to me now? Baggin? Something flowery spuds. That's what Bilbo Baggins likes. I can't find that poem. I know I told that story about that weird poem, like, that we read in school one time that I couldn't stop laughing about, and it was definitely something like something flowery spuds. That's what Bilbo Baggins likes, or something. I don't know what it was. I can teach you if you'd like. What do you say? Yeah, teach me. Teach us how to blitz. It's basically just like fucking Marie Kondo. He's like, here, roll the socks like this, roll the that like that, put everything in a little box. What's that song that like Merlin sings when he comes back from the Bermuda Triangle? It's like, if there's a, for every itch there is a scratch, for every push there is a pull, for every, what is it? Merlin song? I'm here Googling again. Merlin song, sword. For every Higatus, what? What? I didn't know it was called that. That's not it. What's the one that for every something? Sword. It's definitely sword in the stone. For every... Maybe it's not in that. That's what makes the world go round. For every something. Sword in the stone, make the world go round. Meanwhile, while I'm Googling this, you're just watching Baggin offer me his alternative teaching fee or whatever. That's what makes the world go round. Is that the name of the song? So what's the actual lyrics? Left and right, like for every up there is a down, for every square there is a round, for every high there is a low. That's it. Not itching and scratching, the itchy and scratchy show. We can keep one more kind of item in our satchel. This gets fucking expensive, by the way, later on, but it's worth it, because like the more different places you explore, the more kinds of like stuff you're just gonna find lying around on the ground, so the more worthwhile it's going to be. It's just annoying when you're constantly, though, like, I always end up throwing away a load of garbage that I don't care about, so. Anyway, I feel like we've done, like fuck all in this video because I just spend most of the time just laughing at myself, like the narcissist I am. Can we, like, try and do some of this stuff? Speak with Mickey to learn more about her requests? Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? For every... What was it again? For every up there is a down. No, for every high there is a low. For every blah blah. What? Why am I talking to you? You're not Mickey. You seem like someone who enjoys a bit of crafting. Do you think you could help me out with something? Yeah. I'd be very, very dangerous. What is that line in the Phantom Menace? He says something about like pod racing is very, very dangerous, or the desert is very, very dangerous, or something. Just another one of those weird Anakin Skywalker quotes. Pokeshi dolls, Pokeshi's castle. Please make me teach us how to blitz. That's what this whole thing is. Okay, I'll make a Takeshi doll. No, go away. I want to craft. How do I make one of these things? I need wood. Okay, well. Where's Chadaman when you need it? This, like, Adam and Thirst joke is just gonna go on for the entire Let's Play. I know it is. There's no way around it. There's no way we're gonna escape from it. I might as well go and see what the story is with this, there are 2 numbers on my screen all of a sudden. Well, are you Mickey? Hello? Yes, you are. So you've accepted my request to look into that Drifloon. What a big help. We heard reports that it was playing with one of the village children on Prelude Beach. Seems like odd behavior for a Pokemon. Thankfully, the village children were safe and accounted for when we went to check on them, but there was one curious thing. None of them seemed to know anything about a Drifloon. Well, at least they weren't carried off to the afterlife. Isn't that what usually happens? I remember, like, that was the original Pokédex entry. It was like, oh, Drifloon, like, is spotted playing with little children, and they grab onto the little, like, string on it, and they get carried away to the afterlife. So we need to go to the beach in the evening. A big weasel. Ugh. Can Pokemon of the same species really come in different sizes? Yeah. For every high there is a low. For every whatever song. For every itch there is a scratch. Do I have a big weasel? Don't answer that, viewers. It's too much. I think you see where I'm going with this. If you catch a, if you've got a weasel bigger than mine, would you let me see it? Do I have one already, maybe? Build a better mousetrap, find a bigger weasel. Yeah, I do. Are you big? I don't know whether they're big or not. I'll try it. Thank you. Oh, it is big. It's standing up like a little Rory Calhoun. And the big one's flotation sacked or something reassuring about how large it is. Don't you think? Can I exit this conversation now, please? I don't want you to spice up my excursions. It's time for Big Cook, Little Cook. I remember when my brother was a child, like when I say child, like I mean like an infant, there was this show on CBeebies that he liked called Big Cook, Little Cook, where there was literally like one cook was like a normal sized person and the other cook was little, as in like something like about like 6 inches tall. And they used to teach cookery. It was actually a cool show because they did like all the cooking and you learned how like the food was made and stuff like that. I thought that was quite good, but... Anyway, let's head out of here. Another cutscene? We'll never finish this video. 15 years and all I've heard from you is laughter. Oh, it's Volo. We can extend for him. I certainly hope you're putting that secret back technique I taught you into good use. What secret back technique did you teach me? What secret, like, sounds so bad. I have some super potions here just for you. Don't think nothing of it. Having the Survey Corps out and about, studying Pokemon is great for business, you know. Supporting you now is actually an investment in my fortunes. With your nice bag and your cheap shoes, you're just 2 generations from white trash or whatever. Now I must depart. There are ruins that just calling to me. I'm sure we'll never see him again. Heading outside the village? No, not yet. You kids up for frosty chocolate milkshakes? Anyway, thank you for watching this crazy video. I don't even know like what the last like half hour was, but in the next part we're gonna head out. We're gonna start hitting the road, and we'll be on the road again, and I'll be able to tell some stories instead of just mindlessly blabbering. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye now.